If you're a freelance copywriter, positioning yourself as an expert is key. And if you do it right, guest posting is a unique way to get yourself in front of virtually unlimited numbers of potential clients. Guest posting helps you build your personal brand, showcase your expertise, and create solid social proof. Let's talk about how guest posting can help you grow your copywriting business and how you can score publications. But before we get started, my name's Liz. I'm a copywriter, content writer, and owner of an award-winning copywriting agency. And around here, you're going to find tools, tips, courses, and resources to help you launch, grow, and scale your copywriting business. Let's jump in. First, let's talk about what guest posting actually is. Guest posting is a content marketing strategy in which a guest blogger creates content for another business's website. Guest posting then drives traffic back to that original author's website, boosts domain authority through inbound linking, and positions the guest blogger as an industry expert. So if you're looking for a strategy that creates brand awareness, builds your niche authority, and drives traffic to your website, and boosts your SEO, guest blogging is the digital marketing Swiss Army knife you've been looking for. When you're featured as a guest blogger, you'll often have what's called a byline. A byline attributes the article to you. Some publications will list only your name and title, for example, Jane Doe, guest blogger from X company, but some will include a short bio at the end of the article. What you're seeing right now is an example of a byline/bio that I secured in a recent guest posting. In this byline, there's a brand mention of my agency as well as my copywriting courses, increasing awareness of my projects. And besides brand awareness, guest posts are great for positioning yourself as an industry expert for two main reasons. Number one, securing a guest post is great social proof. If a reputable website features you as an author, it shows that they trusted you and that you know what you're talking about and that other people should trust you too. And second, guest blogging gives you an opportunity to put your expertise on display. You can write a thought leadership piece that explains your unique perspective on a topic or sheds new light on your industry. Guest blogging gives you a platform to build your credibility. Plus, you can advertise the publications where you've been featured on your website like this. So let's talk about how guest blogs drive traffic to your website. Besides your byline mentioning your business name, not all, but most, publications will allow you to include links back to your website. Keep in mind, though, that the majority of publications that allow you to link back to your website won't allow links directly to your homepage or a sales page, but rather content that will offer value to their audience. Within your guest post, link to related content posted on your own website, encouraging users to click through. Backlinks are great for your search engine optimization efforts. Google and other search engines rely on links to determine how useful or relevant your content is. And the more backlinks you have, the better, but we'll talk more about that later. So now let's move on to how you secure guest posts. There are a few avenues to go about doing this. One way to land guest blogs is to hire a digital PR agency. A reputable agency will already have solid relationships with publications and can get you guest spots in your niche. This route can be expensive, but absolutely worth the investment if you want guaranteed placements. And me personally, I use a company called Zupo to find me guest blogging opportunities. The DIY route is more cost effective, but it's more time intensive, and it doesn't guarantee any placements. You may hear a lot of no before you get one resounding yes, send it over. But with the right approach, you can absolutely do it on your own in just a few steps. Step one, find publications in your niche. Publications that are in your industry or at least related to your industry are more likely to accept guest blogs because you'll have something to offer their readers. And second, you want your backlinks to come from relevant websites so that Google can better understand what your site's about. Step two, determine the site's domain authority. Domain authority indicates how reputable a site is in the industry and how likely it is that it will help your SEO efforts. Try to find publications with a higher domain authority than your own website. And step three, send your pitch. In a clear, concise email, introduce yourself, explain why you're a great match for the publication, and pitch several topic ideas. If you're open to writing a topic they suggest, let them know. Include examples of previous work so that potential publications can get a feel for your writing and gauge whether or not it's a good fit. Step four, follow up. Website owners get a lot of guest blogging requests, and many are just spam. Show potential publications that you're invested in the opportunity and taking it seriously. And step five, write, edit, and proofread your guest post. The publications editor is not going to want to do a heavy edit on your piece. Make sure your content is 100% unique and definitely not published anywhere else. Easy to read, clear, cohesive, and with no spelling or grammatical mistakes. Step 6. Share your guest post on your social media channels to your own audience. If you've been allowed the opportunity to be a guest blogger, share it on your socials, both as a way to build social presence and to thank the publication for giving you the opportunity. Step 7, reply to any comments on your post. Keep track of your guest post. If that publication's audience leaves questions or comments on your article, respond to them. Doing so will increase your chances of being invited back to write an additional guest post. And step 8, send a thank you follow-up. Publications put their own reputations on the line by allowing someone not connected to their organization to write a piece for their website. Be gracious and send a thank you email. Whichever route you choose, securing guest posts can be tedious. But whether or not you want to learn the ropes yourself or hire an agency to do it for you, it's completely worth it. So now let's talk about some guest posting best practices. So what happens after you secure a guest post? If you've pitched a topic to a publication and they've accepted, you've already got the what out of the way. Now it's time for the how. You want to be audience-centered. A guest post is not meant to be promotional, but are meant to provide value to an already existing attentive audience. Websites don't want you to just come into their world and start selling to their audience. So give them something to read that's worthwhile. Your guest post should be informative, well thought out, and leave the audience with an immediate takeaway. The better your content is, the more likely it is that they'll actually visit your website next. And you want to offer a unique perspective. The difference between a run-of-the-mill guest blog post and a worthwhile guest blog post is thought leadership. What experiences have you had that shaped your perspective on your industry? What innovative approaches are you taking in your business? Now is the time to share your own take on your niche. And finally, you want to submit only unique content. No publication wants regurgitated, copy-pasted content that you've already submitted to another website. Even if you're writing on the same topic for multiple publications, every single piece needs to be 100% unique. And it should go without saying, but don't republish that content on your website either. Guest posting is an incredibly powerful tool if you do it right. With guest posting, you can develop your personal brand, establish yourself as a niche authority, improve your SEO, and build your portfolio even further. And hey, you never know who's reading. Your next big client could be on the other side of your next guest blog post. And if you liked what you saw here today, I would love it if you would hit thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a video. And if you want to get a jump start on your copywriting career, you can download my free ebook, The Circa Method, the complete beginner's guide to writing wildly effective sales pages, down in the description box. I'll catch you next week, but in the meantime, if you want to get a hold of me, you can find me over on Instagram at Let's Talk Copy. And I'll catch you next video.